so much for your donation. I am so excited for this run. And with that, we're actually already all set up. So I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to PeekingBoo with Celeste, all seasides with the dance pad.
Thank you very much, Nichole. Hello, everybody. I am PeekingBoo, and today we are doing Celeste with dance pads. So here, and as you saw in the interview, I have a full arcade cabinet, and to this day, I still don't own a car. I don't regret the decision, so so that's where we're going with that. But as you can see in my main file, I have done a lot of Celeste. We've got a lot of hearts, a lot of cassettes, and a lot of deaths. Death is definitely something that is no stranger to Celeste, and I am definitely going to be dying a lot. So you're probably wondering then, if the seasides are so hard to unlock, how are we going to unlock the seasides? Well, in order to start this run, and the way that this run works on the leaderboards, is that you actually put in a cheat code that unlocks every stage in the game. So if you ever want to try the seasides for yourself, but for whatever reason you can't reach that point, or whatever, just open up a brand new file and just repeat the code that I'm about to put in, and you'll be good to go. Anyway, with that, we're going to start our run counting down from 3 in 3, 2, 1, go. So in order to put in the cheat code, we have to go over to the car park and we type in left, right, journal, grab, up, up, down, left, grab, jump. So make a clip of that, save it for later. And with that, let's go. Now, I've been playing Celeste a lot in preparation for this marathon, and I feel in order to spice it up a little bit, we're gonna try and get all the golden berries. And if you don't know what the golden berries are, like I said in the interview, the golden berries are the extra berries, where if you beat a stage deathless, then you get a little prize. So we have to guide this berry all the way to the end, and in doing so, we're going to be rewarded. Now, accompanying me is my input display just to the left of my body. So you'll be able to see exactly what I'm pressing. And with that, I think I am actually just going to try and focus on this, because as you can see, there's a lot going on already. Every time I grab onto these blocks, it's ramming me straight into spikes. And so, Nichole, what I'll do is I'll catch my breath and my composure, and we'll let you take it away with some donations first of all.
Sure thing, and you've got this. Speaking of, I have a $250 anonymous donation that says you can do this. Thank you so much for your donation, Anonymous. I believe too. I have another $250 donation from Goob Sausage. I'm doing what I usually do whenever a Bloodstained game is running at GDQ, donating the amount of money I backed towards the original Kickstarter that made the series possible, and encouraging other backers to do the same. However, I'm throwing in a little extra this time because 2020 has been rough for everyone. But this towards the Curse of the Moon 2 Episode 2 Ultimate Incentive. Thank you so much for your donation. And we are actually only $1,831 away from meeting that Episode 2 Ultimate Incentive. So if you want to see Bobby run on Episode 2, which is a little more difficult, go ahead and get those incentives in for that.
Thank you very much. Okay, so as you can see, this is a hard game. Like, dying is common and frequent, and I'm going to be doing it a lot, but I'm feeling okay now. So we're going to land on this block, jump over to this block, grab here, go high, fall down, here we go. And that's the first stage done. Whew. Okay, so the seasides have 8 stages in total. This is stage number 1. And honestly, for me, stage 1 is actually one of the hardest. So I'm feeling a little easy now that we've sorted that out. And we've got 8 deaths on the first stage. So let's try to bring that down for this one. Okay, stage number 2 introduces these dash blocks. When you dash through the blocks, you keep dashing until you reach the other side. And the best part is it gives you your dash back so that you can dash again. And so this whole stage is basically about chaining dashes to try and reach the end. Okay. There we go. And just like that, deathless. I'm feeling a lot better now. Whew. Okay, let's get my breath back. Now, one thing I will say is that I'm going to be donating $1 per death, and for every gold berry I get, I'm also going to be donating $5. So right now, I think we're up to about $8 plus $10. So we're doing great so far. If anyone wants to join me on that, I would be elated. That sounds great to me.
I'll join you on that.
Okay, so here's stage 3. We're entering the resort, and suddenly we're getting attacked by all of these bits of dust that are cycling back and forth. All I have to do is wait until the dust is on the left, and then it will move to the right when I jump up to it. And now we've got a nice cycle here where when they reach the top, we jump. And now we just have to make sure that we dodge this guy that's trying to kill us. But we're gonna need him a little later. I didn't actually mean to hit him there, but that's fine. We just need to bonk on his head. It's actually harder than it looks. There we go. Oh no, wait, oh. Okay, no, we're fine. Just kidding, let's go. Stage 3 is done, and I think we're still going deathless. Wow. Whew. Now, the great thing about every time we beat one of these stages is that we get a nice little bit of art, which really gives me a moment to breathe and relax and remind myself that I've got all the time in the world, you know? We're only 5 minutes in, and considering there's 8 stages, you know, we've done a quarter of the time and we've done half the stages. So now we're going into stage 4, and stage 4 has these bubbles where when you press a direction, that's where it pushes you out. We also have to grab onto these blocks here, and we have to ride this one all the way up to the top. And this screen in particular is really, really annoying. Like, really annoying. Because changing directions with a dance pad means I pretty much have to change my entire stance and body weight distribution and jump around all over the place just to get on the other side of a block. But now that that's out of the way, it should be fine. We should be good. Let's just get to the end. Down right, up, right, grab. And then upright and count it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. Also, I have a viewer in my chat. His name's DDR Kiko Mix, and he started a really great tradition for this particular run, where every time I get a heart, he drops a heart emoji in the chat. Would you guys be so kind as to drop a heart emoji in the chat every time I get a heart? I think that sounds great. Okay. Nichole, would you mind dropping some donations just while I do this stage?
Not at all. I've got plenty for you. I have $25 from Noobles that says Celeste Dance. Thank you so much for your donation. I also have $25 from Kimberly Isabel. It's always amazing to see them leggies go and the craziness that PeekingBoo does for every single DDR pad run he does. As his girlfriend, I am super proud of the amount of hard work he puts into his craft. I just know that everyone will enjoy the Celeste seaside runs as much as I do. You're doing great. Sending all the love and always watching in awe from the couch behind you. Oh, that's so sweet.
She's so sweet, isn't she?
She's so sweet.
Thank you very much. You can keep it going.
Absolutely. I have $30 from OCNE. Beating Celeste Seasides on a dance pad? Beating them on a controller is already impressive. So excited to see PeekingBoo dance his way through this amazing game's hardest challenges. Thank you so much. And yeah, Seasides, I couldn't beat them like you have, even with the controller.
Yeah, the Seasides are not, they're not easy until you do them a few hundred times. This stage in particular, I feel like it really walls a lot of players. The way I'm doing it right now, I don't believe is the intended way, but it's the way that I get through because it doesn't require a lot of effort. So, you know, the more consistent the run is, the less chance I have of dying, which means the more time I save. And that's what's most important. The most important thing about doing a dance pad speedrun isn't so much about doing all the tricks, it's about being as consistent as possible. You can have a fun little game at home where you can cover the webcam, and then it just looks like I'm a normal player. It's great. Okay, so we're 5 stages down. We only have 3 more to go. Like, the Seasides category is very short, and I've been practicing it so much that the only way to pad out the length now is to try and get every single berry. So that's what we're doing right now. We've got 3 more stages to go, and we've got the, probably, I want to say 2 of the hardest stages remaining. So anyone that's done the Seasides knows exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to Chapter 7. But first, let's talk about Chapter 6. This one brings in the feathers, and the feathers changes your control scheme from regular platforming to like a D-pad control. So, you know, in order to move the feather up, I have to hold up. And, you know, trying to move a dance pad like an analog stick is really tricky. Okay. By the way, shout outs to Kevin from Power Up Audio for making the voice clip of that block I was just smacking into. Let's hit on these bumpers. Nearly done. Oh, okay, I choked it. Let's go again. So yeah, these bumpers are a little tricky because they move left and right, but as long as you reach the same point at the same time, they'll always be in the same position. It's this part that's the tricky part. I need to do like a 3/4 turn to get around that corner, and I need to like shift my entire body over to the left pad. And I will say, doing this while talking is usually very easy, but now that I've got the nerves of the run going on, I'm finding myself out of breath a lot sooner than I expected. It's rough. It is rough. But we're almost at the end of this stage, so hopefully I can hold out for a bit longer. And choke point? Nope, we're good. Done. All right, 2 more stages to go. Nichole, if you have any donations, you can go ahead.
I sure do. I have a $25 donation from Splash Damage that says, Celeste is by far my favorite game, and I cannot wait for this incredible Seasides run. Thank you so much for your donation. This is amazing. I have $15 from Waffle Melons. Celeste was one of my greatest journeys during the year. Had to donate during one of my favorite games, and I am so excited to see it played while dancing. Best of luck to PeekingBoo. Thank you so much, Waffle Melons.
Thank you. Okay, so we are at Chapter 7, and I just want Chapter 7 to kind of sink in just a little bit. So what we're going to do is take a small detour to these binoculars. This is what we have to do. We have to do all of this in one go. And if we die, we go back to the start of screen 1. So, with that being said, let's do it. So it starts off with a lot of narrow passages here. And honestly, the start is the hardest part. So I'm glad that you have to get it out of the way. Once you reach this point, so long as you get past that point, it's actually very easy. I can't believe I missed that spring. You can go ahead with a few more donations if you want, Nichole.
Sure thing. I have $200 from Koible. Have to donate for the only game I've ever run. I always love seeing the ones who are actually good at it. And now with dance pads, good luck, PeekingBoo. Thank you so much, Koible.
Thank you. All right, let's
I have
try again.
$25. Oh.
No, go ahead. Just muttering.
Oh, sure. I've got $25 from Puddle that says, Dance, Dance Celeste. I have $25 from Captured Bird. Celeste is one of my all-time favorite games. Watching AGDQ in the past was what convinced me to start speedrunning it. I'm not very good yet, but I'm improving, and that's what matters. Thank you so much for your donation, Captured Bird, and that is what matters. That's what the game is all about, is believing in yourself and doing what you don't think you can do.
And that's exactly what we've just done. Okay, so Chapter 7 is done. So, later, Granny. So we are up to the final stage. Whew, we're up to the final stage, wow. Well, this happened quick, didn't it? So what should we do? Should we try to make it go as long as possible? No, I'm kidding. But in fairness though, this final stage is a bit of a tricky one. So let's see how we go. In order to do this final stage, you need to collect every other heart in the game which means you have to get the hearts in the A sides, the B sides, and the C sides. This is also where the game first introduces hyperdashing, which is that dash that I just did there. And every time you dash, you don't get it back until you collect a crystal. So we have to use these bumpers to get ourselves around and go super fast. Okay. And it's at this point the game is throwing, whoops. Okay, I'm behind a little bit now. This is scary. It's at this point that the game is kind of throwing everything at us. So it has every mechanic from all of the previous stages. Once again, shout outs to Kevin from Power Up Audio. And we're almost at the end here. Be kind of clutchy if I can get this first try. The thing that usually stops me is this block right here. So let's see. Okay, the block is fine. I think we're good, everybody. I definitely don't want to jinx it. I definitely don't want to, right? I don't want to spend more time here, right? Is it over? Oh, I think it's over. Time. That's the run.
GG, oh my goodness.
Okay, so there you go. That was Celeste, all C-sides, and all gold berries in the C-sides, with dance pads. Whew. Well, I am pooped. I don't know about you.
I can't believe what I just saw.
Okay, I'd like to give some shout outs if I could just before we, just before we move on. Okay, all good, cool. Okay, so, I mean, while I'm giving the shout outs, I may as well just get this berry as well. But first and foremost, I just want to give a shout out to Maddie, Noel, Lena, and everyone else that has actually worked on Celeste. You guys have made a fantastic game, and you should be really, really proud of yourselves. Like I was saying in the interview, if you have not had the opportunity to play Celeste, you know, you got to get on it. It's such a great game. And I just kind of want to do this stage here just to show you that the whole game isn't hard. It starts out very, very simple and eventually ramps up to what you just saw. But it's all beatable, and that's what's important. I also want to give a shout out to my girlfriend Kim, who you heard in the donation message earlier. She has been nothing but supportive. I love you so much. Thank you for, everything that you do. You're just amazing. Also to my friend Walst, you might remember him from the guy that ran I Want to Be the Fan game, who sung the Prime Sub song. And finally, I just want to give a shout out as well to Chris Hanel, the dude that actually made the layout for GDQ. He deserves a clap, like just a big clap, big round of applause, because I'm kind of in the layout making game myself, and making layouts is hard, like real hard. So kudos to him. And then finally, if you're interested in learning Celeste, definitely go to speedrun.com/Celeste, join the community Discord, and yeah, just go ham. Finally, if you want to watch DancePad speedruns, you know where to find me, over at twitch.tv/PeekingBoo. Anyway, that's all I have. Thank you for having me. And have a good remainder of the marathon. See ya.
That was absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for that run. Oh my goodness. Let's go ahead and get into some of these donations. I have $25 from Shuffleboard. They say, looking forward to the Bloodstained incentive. Almost there. Twitch chat, remember when I was like, hey, we need some money to hit that incentive, and I think it would be really cool because the Blacktastic is awesome. I know episode 2 will be awesome. Well, thank you, because we have, in fact, hit that, so we will be seeing episode 2 Ultimate in the Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 2 any % run. So thank you so much. Speaking of, we have $50 from Lemmy Hawkins. Let's get ready for Castlevania and Bloodstained. Thank you so much for that donation. I have $15 from Big Green Bubbalon. As a dancer myself, I can confirm that both Madeline and PeekingBoo have some smooth moves. So excited to see one of my favorite games of all time run in a way that I love. So glad to catch GDQ live this year. Keep fighting. Thank you so much for your donation. I have $20 from Binary Blob. Wow, Celeste on a dance pad? That's impressive. I agree. Thank you so much for your donation. I have $25 from Ward C. Watching the Celeste run, my mind is blown. What an incredible performance. Great job. Thank you so much, Ward C. I have $25 from Anonymous. Thanks for all you do, GDQ. Thank you so much, Anonymous. I appreciate it. And we are working our way towards the bonus any percents warp task. We are at 14,818.74 out of 200,000. We can do it. Come on, Twitch chat. And with that, I have heard news from the creepy doll itself that we are ready for some prizes with Scent.
I am Scent, master of prizes. Magneto's lines in, I think, every X-Men game that he shows up in are absolutely wonderful. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Awesome Games Done Quick Online 2021. My name is Scent, and my job is to pop in throughout the marathon and let you all know about some of the amazing prizes that you can win by donating. Now, a couple of notes real quick. First off, you don't have to specifically donate for the prize you want. All you have to do is donate at least the minimum donation amount while the prizes are available. All the prizes I'm going to be talking about right now are available from now until the end of the messenger run a little bit later this morning. So you've got some time to get your donations in. And if you want to get a donation in early, $25 is going to get you entered into all of the prizes I'm about to talk about. Two, because you don't have to donate you don't have to donate for a specific prize. That means you can put your donation towards whatever you want. We have a couple of absolutely amazing incentives you should check out. We have an upgrade for the Curse of the Moon 2 run. You should definitely check that out. Blacktastic is so good at that game. You're going to want to see the harder campaign. Trust me on that. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And I think we are just like 3,000 or 4,000 short of making that happen. Additionally, we have a bonus task. Everyone loves a bonus task of Link's Awakening. The any percent of that game is very, very silly. I believe that's set at $100,000 right now. I think we're like $90,000 short. Just trust me. If you think completely broken tasks are enjoyable, you are going to love the Link's Awakening bonus task. But for the moment, let's talk about some of the prizes you can win if you donate between now and the end of the messenger. Like this beautiful pillow I've been holding on my lap this entire time. We have this beautiful Super Mario question mark pillow. On the back, we have some Mario themed fabric. On the front, it's a little hard to see, but it's actually like a felt kind of material in the shape of a question mark with a yellow background. It's super cool. Thank you so much to Ash and Toff for sending it out to us. It's a $10 minimum donation. Again, from now until the end of the messenger. It's actually very soft too. Very nice pillow. Let's see. We have a ton of cool prizes here. From Phoebe, we have this absolutely lovely Dracula poster. Still a little rolled up from the tube. Don't worry too much about that. It's, a poster of Castlevania, but inspired by classic Dracula movie posters. I love it. It's got a real B-movie vibe going to it. I'm a huge fan, and it's only a $5 minimum donation. We have a couple of copies of this poster to give away. Super cool. You, of course, got Dracula kind of looming over Richter there in the bottom right. Super cool poster. Love the design. Thank you so much, Phoebe, for sending that out to us. Big fan of it. Now, speaking of cool posters, we have even more cool posters as well as more cool prizes for you. Let's take a look at, whoops. We won't worry about that. As scent knocks over everything, it's fine. Everything's fine. How about this Celeste wood burning? This Celeste wood burning is absolutely beautiful. Comes to us from Making It Nerdy. It's a $15 minimum donation. We, of course, have the Celeste mountain on the front, the wood burned in there. Celeste, it's just like the title screen. It's also a little hard to see, but it's got a slight blue shift to hue if we go this way along the grain of the wood. It's super beautiful. Thank you so much, Making It Nerdy, for sending out. It's only a $15 minimum donation. Get those donations in. Why not? That's amazing. I'd love to have that for a $15 minimum donation. From our friends over at the Yeti, we have an adorable Meat Boy plushie. Come on, it's Meat Boy in plushie form. What's not to like about it? Thank you so much to the Yeti. Like, look at this. You can squeeze it, you can toss it, you can put it down right next to you. It's a $10 minimum donation. Make sure to get those donations in. It's super cool. From Folding Pixels, we have another one of these absolutely amazing 3D dioramas. I could not stop gushing about these when I showed off the last one, and I still can't. You should definitely head over to gamesdonequick.com, see a super cool up-close picture of them. But on the front here, we have a papercraft version of the Super Mario Bros. 3 NES cartridge inside this cool resin box. And at first you're thinking, okay, yeah, that's kind of cool scent, but why would this be a $20 minimum donation? Well, let me just turn this around for you real quick. And oh, yeah, on the back, we have a fully 3D papercraft diorama of an SMV3 stage, and it is just absolutely beautifully done. You've got winged Goombas and Koopas and piranha plants, Mario with his Tanuki tail running around. Got the clouds up there. You have 3D versions of the Super Mario Bros. 3 boxes. It looks so amazing. It's a $20 minimum donation, and shoutouts to Folding Pixels so much for sending these in. They are absolutely beautiful. Now, for a $25 minimum donation from Saigo, we have a beautiful painting and a unique one as well. Let's take a look at it. It is this painting of the Celeste Mountain of Celeste. You've got the Aurora Borealis above it. You have this beautiful orange to pink to blue to dark skyline going above it. You, of course, have the snow-capped mountain peaks. This is just an incredibly well-done painting. Also, cool note, this is a knife painting, meaning, at least to my knowledge, that this painting was primarily done with, smears of paint and a palette knife. And you can actually kind of see that if you get really close in. You can still see the strokes of the knife on the canvas. It is absolutely breathtaking, one-of-a-kind piece of artwork right here. Hand-painted, $25 minimum donation. Please make sure you get your donations in for this before the end of the messenger. We have so many other amazing prizes that you can win by donating. We have some beautiful Meat Boy and Bandage Girl Perlers from Dito87. We have an awesome Smash coin with the Smash Bros. Logo on it from our friends over at Cute Monster Props. There are a ton of great prizes. Make sure to head over to gamesdonequick.com. Check out the tracker. It's got all the information you need on not only the prizes you can win by donating now, but on our grand prizes. We have 2 amazing grand prizes for you this event. First off, from our friends over at Red Wolf Networks, we have this amazing gaming PC that is sitting right here next to me. You can kind of see the RGB RAM lighting up a little bit. It's got amazing specs. Make sure to check out the tracker. I keep saying it, but it has a RTX 3070 in it. It's really hard to get an RTX 30 series right now. That's super cool that they were able to find one and get it in a build for us. It's also got all of the other necessities you need to have a great system in today's day and age. Make sure to check it out. Also from our friends over at Heroic Replicas, we have the opportunity for you to customize a Heroic Replica. We have a wonderfully long list of different options that you can pick from, how you can customize them, as well as a wonderful gallery of what that might look like. You should definitely head over to Games Done Quick, check it out. You could pick the Master Sword from Legend of Zelda, the Hylian Shield from Legend of Zelda, the Chris Sword from the Legend of Zelda cartoon, Ragnell, Ike's Blade from Fire Emblem, the Buster Sword from Final Fantasy. I cannot get over the fact that it's 6 feet long and weighs 50 pounds. You could pick a functioning electric Zora guitar or bass. They are super, super cool. Make sure to head over to gamesdonequick.com, check those out. Both of those grand prizes are a $250 minimum donation, but that donation is cumulative. So if you get in some donations now, get in some donations later today, you can be entered in to win both of those amazing prizes. Anyway, watching that Celeste run has made me feel a little bit shaky about my own Celeste skills. I might have to go practice for a little bit. But while I do that, why don't we send it back to the front and get ready for our next run? Stick around, everyone. There are so many great speedruns coming up today. You don't want to miss a minute of it.
Thank you so much, Sant. We have some amazing donations coming in, and we are just, wow, 1.625 million already raised. This is absolutely amazing. You all are so fantastic. Thank you so much. I have $15 from Anonymous. Got up early to catch the Castlevania Bloodstained block, but realized it was worth it to get a little earlier to catch Celeste played on a dance pad. Good luck to all the runners. Thank you so much for your donation. That run was absolutely worth getting up for. I have $50 from Cody is cool too. Castlevania block. Thank you, GDQ. Thank you. I have $10 from Lavi that says just impressive. Thank you so much for your donation. That was absolutely impressive. And a $500 donation from Turbo Bear. This Celeste run is incredible. Stay hydrated, gamers. Let's get this COTM2 Episode 2 Ultimate Incentive, which we, if you need reminding or did not know, did in fact meet. And I am incredibly excited about that. I have a $15 donation from Nudos. Castlevania block is best block. Thank you so much for your donation. I have a $50 donation from Treo612. Thanks for the awesome event. Thanks for showcasing amazing games. Thanks for supporting a great cause. Thank you for donating. Speaking of our great cause, we are benefiting Prevent Cancer Foundation. The Prevent Cancer Foundation, founded in 1985, is a US based nonprofit organization. Their mission is to save lives across all platforms through cancer prevention and early detection by focusing their work through research, education, outreach, and advocacy. Their vision is to stop cancer before it starts. You can find out more information